You might recall a few days ago, I rode this motorcycle from the backyard to the front yard like an idiot, but I want to tell you the other things that I've discovered about this motorcycle and why this is not going to be my next machine.
If you remember the short that I made last week about the dumb thing that I did on this motorcycle, moving it around when I could barely hold it up, I wanted to show you a couple more things that make this not the perfect motorcycle for me now. Sadly, because this is a great motorcycle. It's a really awesome touring motorcycle. I wouldn't say high performance because it's a big old pig of a motorcycle, but man, it handles like a sports bike if you don't mind the weight. And yeah, I think all those things in consideration of my disability and my lack of strength in my body, just all these things add up and more things beyond that. But I wanted to show you how hard it is for me to get on a motorcycle with a regular seat, just kind of demonstrate a few things and then demonstrate the biggest problem I have with this motorcycle that I had before my injury. But I'll show you that in just a second. I'm getting more limber, I'm getting looser, and I've done that before on motorcycles, so that's not that big of a change. But I think I may have mentioned last time that this motorcycle has highway pegs, and they're folded in there. But I've never really been able to use them because of the heads and where these things are located. Maybe if I had some highway pegs that came out here, I'd be able to ride the bike. But since I've had this bike, the biggest problem I've had with it is the height of the foot pegs. Even though I've raised the seat up as high as I can, this is a problem for me. So being able to come to a stop and take this foot off, I've always had to roll my cheek because it's really tight on my leg, and it's ultra tight now, which is going to be a problem on probably any bike that I get on, is put my foot on the peg. And as you can see, it may look normal, but it's really tight right here. And it's putting a lot of stress. It's uncomfortable. And that's the biggest problem I have with this bike right now. Besides the weight, I would love to ride this bike. This is the only bike that I have right now that is not going to take anything to get it rolling. Except if I rode this bike, I would have to have something done to the foot pegs. I would have to lower the foot pegs because they're just too damn high. So I've got to be able to quickly get my leg. I didn't think I could get it off that fast. The main thing is I can't do it like a normal motorcycle, or at least like a normal motorcycle rider, as I'm not. I'm a giant, so everything is too small for me. But this in particular is very dangerous. I need to get this leg off of this foot peg faster because I'm going to have to get off and support the weight of this bike, which I can't even do right now. I think I mentioned last time that I use my leg and the stick to get kickstand up off the other side. So, I mean, it's common sense, but if you don't really think about it, you got to swing this up to get the foot peg out and up, right? And now my good leg is going to be in the air for any second, and I'm not going to demonstrate any further because the bike may fall and it may fall on me. But anyway, I just kind of wanted to show you a reason why this is a terrible bike for me at the moment. And things might change. I might get more flexibility in this leg. I've got to be able to get comfortable with not only getting my leg over a motorcycle, but I've got to be comfortable with holding the damn thing up. And the worst thing in my mind is gravel. I'm screwed. If I step in some gravel when I come off the bike, I am screwed because I'm not going to be able to quickly adjust and grab, and I can't feel when it's sliding even. All I know is I can feel my thigh moving. But yeah, that's the big reason why this thing is not the best bike for me right now, even though I would love to be riding it right now. I would kill to be riding it because it's beautiful. It's a spring-like day in the fall, and yeah, I would love to be riding this bike. Oh well.
Yeah, it's very frustrating that this motorcycle that is ready to go, the only motorcycle that I own that is ready to roll down the road, and it's very comfortable. It's a terrible fit. And I'll show you the other machine that I've got in the garage. Hopefully, maybe next week, and you'll get some ideas about why that's not a good fit either.